is a presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are Fox Sports.
The defending American League East champion Tampa Bay Rays aren't going to relinquish their title without a fight. Last night, Tampa Bay blanked the Red Hot Sox, moving to 3-0 in the season series versus Boston. Tonight, it's a marquee pitching matchup. Rays rookie right-hander Jeremy Hellickson faces the power arm of Boston's Josh Beckett. Catch all the action on Sun Sports. Tonight we welcome you to Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg. This will be the middle game of the three-game series as the Rays play host to the Boston Red Sox. In the American League East, Boston up by a game and a half on New York. The Rays are running third. They are 3 1/2 games back. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to an evening of Rays baseball with Brian Anderson. I'm Dwayne Stats. Good to have you with us. Todd Callis with us as well. We'll be hearing from him in just a few moments. Rays winners last night, 4-0. It makes this race a little tighter. And BA, as you know, offense has been something of a concern for the Rays from time to time, but they have won 6 of their last 8. And the offense has been a little better since Johnny Damon moved into the leadoff spot in Game 2 of that last long road trip.
Well, Johnny Damon was brought to the Rays to be a productive veteran with that been there, done that type of a presence. And so far, that's exactly what he's been. You see the streak right there. It's a franchise record, 39 straight games. He's done it via the hit, the home run, the walk, hit by pitch. He's done it early. He's done it late. The bottom line is he's getting on base consistently for this Rays offense, giving them chances to score runs. And that's exactly why Joe Madden, trying to take advantage of that streak, has moved him right up there to the top of the order, hoping that he can jumpstart things.
Well, the Rays starting pitching has been so good this year that almost any time you have a game involving the Rays, it's going to be a good pitching matchup. Same thing tonight, Hellickson and Beckett.
Well, yeah, and Jeremy Hellickson, a little bump in the road in his last start. He gave up 5 earned runs in the first 2 innings. He did settle down to pitch into the 6th inning, 2 outs into the 6th inning. But even with that outing, since the beginning of May, Jeremy Hellickson has been very good. He's been 5-2 with a 2.15 earned run average. He will look to continue that again tonight. Like I said, he settled down in that last outing, got back to the good changeup down, and that fastball to both sides of the plate. And obviously he's going up against a very tough customer. Look at that in the American League, those ranks. Josh Beckett back to his old dominant self. He has given up 3 earned runs or less in 12 of his 13 starts. And you want to talk about his streak since May. He's been otherworldly since May. 8 starts, not a lot of decisions, just 3-1, but a 1.65 earned run average since May 1st.
And you can see Hellickson won it all lifetime in his very young career against Boston. Josh Beckett, 7-4 in 16 appearances against the Rays. Beckett this year overall 5-2, and interestingly enough, Jeremy Hellickson is 7-4 coming into this start tonight. He is making an impact. We're not talking about Todd Callis. He does that every night, but Todd has more on Justin Ruggiano.
back to Tropicana Field, getting ready for the middle game of a 3-game series. Justin Ruggiano will make his 9th consecutive start for the Rays as he gets a regular chance in the Rays lineup. And why not? He has been playing so well. Let's take you back to that road trip starting off in Anaheim where Ruggiano hit this ball deep to left field. He knew it was gone for a home run. Then he would use the middle of the field for this single. And then also later on in Detroit, a little base hit to right. Then you talk about his defense, and what about this play in Baltimore, saving J.P. Howe of a solo home run off the bat of J.J. Hardy going up and over to bring it back. And then last night, jump-starting the Rays offense with his solo home run against Tim Wakefield in the 5th. The Rays would go on to win 4-0. So what has Ruggiano done in his 8 starts? Well, in that 8-game hitting streak, he's hitting almost 500 with 2 home runs, 6 runs batted in, and a couple of doubles. We caught up with both Justin and Joe Madden before the game and asked them about why he's playing so well as of late.
Anytime you get a chance to play every day, you have opportunities to make adjustments mid-game and then go out the next day and make more adjustments. So, yeah, I think getting everyday at bats for any hitter would definitely be beneficial to their game and their comfort level while playing.
He's accepted his lot, and now all of a sudden he's getting opportunity, and boom, there it is for him. It's just the way you think sometimes. I often talk about that. It's what the guy's thinking about, how he perceives the day, how he perceives himself. It's not about mechanics all the time. So he's changed his way of thinking, and all of a sudden he's become a better baseball player.
This is a Website Wednesday. There you see Justin Ruggiano. Guess who else has accepted their lot? Dwayne Stats and Brian Anderson. They know in addition to the game, they have to be prepared to answer all of your questions, and they are doing some last-minute studying. Log on to FoxSportsFlorida.com. Click on the Rays link to ask your question on this Email the Booth Website Wednesday. We are ready for baseball. It's the Rays and the Red Sox middle game of a 3-game series. We'll have all the action for you in high definition coming up next on Sun Sports.
AT&T and by Autoway. Rays and the Red Sox. Here is the Red Sox lineup. Quick look. Ellsbury, Pedroia, Gonzalez, Euclid, Ortiz, Crawford, Lowry, Drew, and Varitek. All set to play ball here. The first pitch about to be made by Jeremy Hellickson with Jacoby Ellsbury in there. And the pitch is a strike call.
Talking about getting excited to play this game.
Let's go. Let's get this thing underway.
Just like that last night.
Hellickson with a fastball up and away. Well, Ellsbury, like this Boston offense, has been red hot until they ran into James Shields last night, who shut him out on 5 hits. Now Hellickson, 24-year-old right-hander, and he gets a pop foul out of Ellsbury. That's Longoria there to make the catch. 1 away.
Now let's take a look at the Rays defense as it lines up left to right in the outfield. Justin Ruggiano, B.J. Upton, and Matt Joyce. Across the infield, third to first, Evan Longoria, Reed Brignac, Ben Zobrist, and Casey Kochman. John Jaso once again behind the plate.
Now Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia is hitting .258. Red Sox lead the league in team hitting at .275. And they lead the majors in runs scored with 350. So that's the kind of lineup you face when you start against this team.
They finally got this entire lineup clicking on all cylinders.
It's too high, and the count is 1-1.
You got the two guys at the top of the order, Ellsbury and Pedroia. The catalyst, try to get on base, cause problems out there. Then you got the middle of the lineup that seems to go on forever.
Joe Madden was talking about that last night. He said, we got a lineup, and J.D. Drew is hitting 8th.
There you go.
8th in this lineup. Wow.
You know, you talk about, well, he's got to really watch it. And, as he moves down through 3, 4, 5. Well, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, J.D. Drew, 8. I mean, there's really no holes. This is the kind of lineup that will mentally wear out a pitcher, even if he does have a good game.
There's a foul ball. Terry Francona said before the game, he said he's really doing a much better job managing lately than he did at the start of the year. That can be said for both these clubs. These two teams, first time they met, they were both struggling.
Yes.
And now here they are, separated by 3.5 games in the AL East.
And I think since that first meeting, they have the 2 best records in all of the major leagues.
2-2 to Pedroia. A base hit into center. The off-speed pitch, a changeup, and he strokes it right back into center, dropping in front of B.J. Upton.
Well, Dustin Pedroia likes the ball up in the zone, and he got a pitch that was close to him and elevated. And you can see they want this ball away. Runs back middle in, right at the around the belt, the thighs. It's just too easy for Pedroia.
Hellickson, in the start he made against the Orioles the last time out, which was Friday, when he gave up 5 runs in 5 2/3. He gave up a couple of home runs in the early part of that game. A leadoff home run to J.J. Hardy. Adrian Gonzalez fouls it away. He's leading the majors in hitting. Gonzalez at .347. And Hellickson gave up a home run to J.J. Hardy on a fastball that came back over the plate. And he had a little trouble with command of the fastball, and then he hung a curveball that Nick Markakis hit out for a grand slam.
And I think something, too, that's an area that Jeremy Hellickson can improve. You know, we saw a lot of that early in the year where he was spraying the fastball. He was getting strikes, but they weren't on the half of the plate that he was gunning for.
That's a strike.
And that is a good fastball right where he wanted it. See, I believe, you don't want to nitpick, but the bottom line is Jeremy Hellickson is that talented. And he's got very simple mechanics, as you see right there. There's not a lot to it. He's got a delivery that is repeatable, something that he can do over and over and over again. And I really believe that fastball command is something that he can improve on. And my goodness, once he does that, because right now he's not missing by a little bit. He'll miss by the entire plate.
Gonzalez fouls this pitch away, a fastball away. Gonzalez will do that to extend the at-bat.
Jeremy Hellickson has all the tools that you're looking for as a pitcher. He's fearless on the mound. He's willing to, not to gamble out there, but that changeup to both sides of the plate, fastball to both sides of the plate, the sweeping curveball, and he's got that poise, the intangibles of a winning pitcher.
A 2-strike count to Gonzalez. Shift on. And that pitch a little bit inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, Hellickson is a guy, from the first time he came up, a lot of young players have the game speed up on him. It never seems to be the case with Hellickson.
There you go. Can anything speed up on that? That's the same look day in and day out.
Yeah.
Morning, noon, and night.
Just a piece of that one. A foul ball on the changeup. Yeah, you get that look. Whether he's about to make a 1-2 pitch to Adrian Gonzalez, the Major League's leading hitter, or if you see him walking down the sidewalk around the corner from the hotel on the road, it's the same, which is a good thing.
Could have just walked out of The Hangover, Part 2, and that would be the look.
Runner at first with 1 out. We're in the first. Pitch is outside. I must say, I saw that movie.
You did?
And I hope they're not a sponsor of ours, because that might be the only thing that would change Hellickson's expression. It was not good. And the first one was pretty good.
Yeah, I had no idea of the premise of that movie, and it was, yeah, outstanding.
You thought it was a documentary. 2-2. The ground ball left side, Longoria. 1 at second and 2 at first on the double play. It goes 5-6-3. The double play out of the shift. We go to the bottom half of the first. Boston nothing, and the Rays are coming in to hit. New billboards now. Rays baseball brought to you by AT&T. By Autoway. Autoway, part of Auto Nation, the largest automotive retailer in the country, so we can do big things. By Tires Plus. Thinking tires, think Tires Plus. And by Toyota, moving forward. I accept complete and full responsibility for giving those 2 sponsors an added bonus at the outset of this game. Now we go to the bottom of the first. Johnny Damon steps in there against Josh Beckett. And the first pitch is a good, healthy fastball on the inside part of the plate. That's a strike.
Well, I'm sure at some point I said something to offend them, so you might as well give them a freebie.
The pitch is high, 1-1. And I'd just like to say here that I've received no additional gifts from either one of those sponsors.
Full disclosure.
The numbers on Beckett are good. Very good. The broken bat ground ball to first. Scooped there by Gonzalez, who steps on the bag. 1 away. Let's take a look at the rest of the Rays lineup with Ben Zobrist following Johnny Damon. Matt Joyce hits third. Evan Longoria in the cleanup spot, followed by Casey Konchman and then B.J. Upton. John Jaso, then Justin Ruziano and Reed Brindyak, the shortstop, hits ninth. Ben Zobrist batting .266. The pitch is a strike. Beckett with 73 strikeouts in 83 innings. 5-2, and the opposition hitting only 188 against him. Missed the breaking ball there, and to count 0-2. He has become more of a swing and miss pitcher than he's ever been in his career so far this year.
Yeah, things have been explosive. The fastball's been very good. He's been able to locate it. You saw that late break on the curveball, throwing a little bit of a cutter now to go with the changeup.
And he jams Zobrist, who rolls it to Pedroia. He's out 4-3.
And you know what? When things are going good, that's exactly what happened. Josh Beckett trying to go away with the fastball, runs that ball in, and gets a jam shot ground ball. And there's the defense going to line up behind him. Carl Crawford, Jacoby Ellsbury, and J.D. Drew in the outfield. Across the infield, third to first, Kevin Youkilis, Jed Lowry, Dustin Pedroia, and Adrian Gonzalez, Jason Varitek behind the plate.
So 2 up, 2 down, a couple of ground balls, and now Matt Joyce will bat against Beckett. Pitch is pop foul, and that's backing out of play. Strike one.
You love to watch Josh Beckett pitch because through his mechanics, his body's very slow at the leg kick, very deliberate. But boy, when he explodes towards home plate with that quick arm action, that ball just jumps on you. You combine that with the fact that his stuff has been a little bit more crisp this year than last. See the results.
Joyce fouls it right back.
You can see that was a great shot of just how slow and deliberate, almost like he's lulling you to sleep, and then bam, just explodes on you.
To the count. Joyce getting time granted by Rob Drake, the plate umpire. Pitch is a little wide, off speed, 1-2. Beckett with an earned run average of 206. Swinging at a miss. He strikes out Joyce. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. We will head into the second, no score. Be sure and cast your ballot after careful consideration.
Did we get a close-up of that? Is he homering it up? All Rays?
Ben Zobrist got a vote. We know that.
Yep.
So that's a start there. Matt Joyce. Yeah. Oh, he voted for Granderson. Hafner. Kendall. He's been hurt in LaGoria. It's Kevin Euclid. I used to take tests like that. One strike to count to Kevin Euclid.
Me too. That's why I ended up in baseball.
What do you mean I voted for that guy? He hasn't played all year. 1-1 the count. Euclid, Ortiz, and Crawford. We're off to a great start. I don't know about those guys on the field, but anything could happen in the booth tonight. Jeremy Hellickson delivers, and the pitch stays up. 2 balls and a strike. Euclid certainly has enjoyed Fenway Park this year. 337 at home and 188 on the road. Back through the middle, and right there is Zobrist to throw him out. Zobrist shaded up the middle. Perfectly placed, and that's out number 1.
Well, there's where the scouting reports come in. You see when guys hit balls on the ground, they hit them a lot in the same area. That's where you play your guys. So even though you see where Ben Zobrist is, this ball hit hard, gets Hellickson to jump right there. A step or two for Zobrist, and he makes the play.
Now David Ortiz. Ortiz, the 5th leading hitter in the American League and the 4th leading home run hitter. Pitch is a strike. A year ago, people were thinking he might be finished. Those numbers don't appear that he would be finished.
Absolutely not. With David Ortiz, you know, he's got a good eye, good idea, good approach at the plate. It's all about bat speed, and that has come back.
Outside, it's 1-1.
You remember this time last year, teams were just wearing him out on the inner half of the plate. He quickened up in there, and the numbers turned around.
Pitch down a little bit. The count is 2-1. Yeah, last year he drove in all of 4 runs in April. And I think for the first month was hitting 143 with 4 runs batted in.
I would think too with that lineup, 4 runs driven in April, you could do that on accident.
It's a completely different story now. He's ahead in the count, 3 balls and a strike. It's a high fly ball into right field. Joyce back a few steps from the track, and he makes the catch. Ortiz under that one, a towering fly ball, but Joyce had plenty of room. 2 up and 2 down. Carl Crawford comes to the plate. Carl had some mixed reactions last night, and a mixed reaction tonight as well. Pitch is outside. Of course, Carl leads the Rays franchise in all of these categories, and will for a while. Swing and a miss. Fastball. The count is 1-1. Crawford 0 for 3 last night.
Just a good fastball here. Hellickson inner half. Carl just a little bit quick on it.
And then reaching for that pitch out in front.
Yeah, how about that? You speed him up with the fastball in, then slow him back down with the changeup away. That is pitching.
Well, this is a great example, these last 2 pitches, of just how great a pitch the changeup is.
You know, it's it's really the only pitch that perfectly mimics another pitch in your arsenal. The fastball, the changeup, there really should be no difference between the two except for the miles an hour. You know, the slider, maybe it may mimic a fastball halfway to the plate. A curveball maybe mimics that four-seam spin, but it's got a big hump in it. It's a true replica, which makes it so dangerous.
And a pop fly, short left. Brinyak out from shortstop, handles that. Crawford's out of there. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score. The Rays will send Evan Longoria leading off against Josh Beckett. Kochman to follow, and then Upton. Fastball off the plate. Wide. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-1. Evan hitting .250 with 5 home runs and 19 runs batted in. He's just looking to get his season straightened out, get healthy, and find his swing. 1 ball and 2 strikes. You'd have to think that there are a lot of numbers left for him this season on the offensive side.
Just about that, you were talking about Dwayne, the swing. You're looking for consistency, I think. Seems like from at bat to at bat at times is very disjointed.
Whips the fly ball into center. In comes Jacoby Ellsbury on the run to make the catch. That's the first out. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Todd Callis.
Our first question of the night, Dwayne, on Website Wednesday comes to us from a few viewers, including Ron and David. They want to know your thoughts about the Kevin Youkilis play towards the end of the game, where he actually hit Casey Kochman on the back of the leg. Here's another look, guys, and then you can give your opinions.
Well, you know, it did look suspicious at the time. There's no question about that. And both sides have said that they are absolutely positive that there was no intent there. And even Casey Kochman said that he didn't think that he did it on purpose.
Well, you could see Youkilis running down the line. He was hugging the inside of the line at the last minute, you know, jutted towards the outside and hit the foot with his right leg. And it was actually the left leg that came by and clipped Casey Kochman right on the back of the calf. I mean, if he wanted to, you know, to make a dirty play there, Casey Kochman's ankle was there. If he wanted to step on it, he very easily could have. So, yeah, I think it was just you get caught inside the baseline, you're trying to beat it out, you've had a frustrating night, and you clip the back of the calf.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. I mean, what kind of guy would do that intentionally? I mean, there's a situation as Kochman hits a fly ball into left. And Crawford makes the catch. I mean, here's a guy, you're talking Achilles tendon territory, all of those. I mean, some serious potential injuries if you do that on purpose. And you just can't think that a guy would do that on purpose. And Kochman certainly doesn't think so. And Euclid said, absolutely not.
No, that would be that would be a bad move. And you're right, that ankle was just sitting up and exposed.
B.J. Upton. Strike one. First 5 Rays have been retired. B.J. starting the night at .216 with 8 home runs. Liner into center field. Hit it right to Jacoby Ellsbury with a 3rd out. On to inning number 3, no score.
Boss Man Jr. rules the outfield, and now kids can rule the playground with this Boss Man Jr. bobblehead presented by AT&T. You can pick up yours on Sunday, June the 19th when the Rays host the Marlins. The first 10,000 kids 14 and under get one. So visit RaysBaseball.com to get your tickets right now.
Jeremy Hellickson up a hit, got the double play ball, so he's retired 5 of the 6 men he has faced. Jed Lowry, the shortstop tonight, leads it off, switch hitter. And the pitch is a strike. Pops it to the left side. Evan Longoria retreating a couple of steps into the outfield. That's the first out. Now J.D. Drew. Hitting .229, 1 for 3, had one of the 5 hits surrendered by James Shields last night. Ground ball and right to Zobrist in short right field. The Rays had the defense adjusted around to the right for Drew, and he grounds out.
Jeremy Hellickson making quality pitches early. That's what it takes. You got to be in the strike zone, but they have to be quality against this Boston lineup. That is now 7 out of 8 first pitch strikes. He's moving the ball in and out, getting some inside out swing, pop up, the rollover ground ball right there by Drew.
Now the veteran catcher, Jason Varitek. Varitek, 39 years old. He takes a strike at the knees. One and one. The Red Sox with the best record in the American League, and their 9-game winning streak come to an end last night. They weren't only winning, they were dominating games during their streak.
The beatdown they put on Toronto. They go into New York, sweep the Yankees 3 straight, and then instead of feeling real good about themselves, they go up to Toronto and just destroy the Blue Jays. Outscored them 35-6 in that series, including 30 runs in just the last 2 games. That shows you what good pitching will do. They come rolling into Tropicana Field, and James Shields goes out and throws 9 shutout.
3-1, sharply hit. Diving stop by Kotzman, and over to cover Hellickson. That retires the side. Kotzman deep and shading toward the line, and made a nice pickup on that ball. 1, 2, 3 go the Red Sox. No score. Seeds along, Tires Plus donates $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. John Jaso will lead off for the Rays here in the bottom of the 3rd. Jaso, Ruggiano, and then Brignac against the 31-year-old right-hander. A strike. The Red Sox have a 1.5 lead on New York and 3.5 up on the Rays. Jaso lifts the fly ball right center field, and Pillsbury is there to grab this one. And Beckett has just dominated the Yankees for them. He's 3-0 against New York, with an earned run average of 0.86 this year against the Yankees.
Now, he's done that against teams above 500. Boy, he has brought out his A game. He's a big game pitcher. That World Series against the Yankees. In 2003 with the Marlins. Young Josh Beckett going out there and pitching back-to-back games of his life.
Justin Ruziano takes a pitch outside, a curveball to start him. That's a high pop-up, right side, down near the bullpen, and that ball will not be caught. J.D. Drew made a sliding effort. With Gonzalez and Pedroia down there. Drew coming in, trying to make the play.
Well, Gonzalez and Pedroia gave up on it, and that was the only chance you had. He got there, but that ball, you see, it came right off the thumb. Well, you saw, too, right there, when he looked down at Adrian Gonzalez, when he took his eye off the ball just for a split second, that changed his course just a little bit. And not being able to make the play.
Rugiano still alive up there. Swings through a fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, Rugiano hit a knuckleball out of here for a home run last night. 1 of 2 hits he picked up for the Rays.
That's the very definition of see it high, let it fly. That ball way up by the letters.
And strike 3 called. A fastball, strikeout number 2 for Beckett.
How about the last 2 pitches of that sequence? He runs the fastball up and in, really ties up Rugiano, and now Rugiano protecting, can't pull the trigger on the fastball away. Look at him, just stuck right there. That's what pitching in will do.
There's Reed Brignac upstairs. A ball and no strikes. Josh Beckett coming out of the 1999 draft. Second player picked behind Josh Hamilton. There's a strike. The Rays had visits to the homes of both Hamilton and Beckett and picked Josh Hamilton in the draft. And in the second round, picked Carl Crawford. It's a pretty good draft right there, just those 3 guys alone. Brignac swings and misses. Crawford was picked in the second round. He was the 52nd player picked in that draft. And Josh Beckett, the second player picked. Still a ball, 2 strikes to Reed Brignac. Brignac rolls it to third, and Euclid cannot make that play. One hopper into Gonzalez, and boy, that ball was cued but stayed on the ground, and that's going to be a base hit for Brignac.
It was a changeup. You saw how far down that was. Barely makes contact, but then Euclid not able to get anything on that throw, and Reed Brignac hustling the whole way is able to beat it out. Gets to it fine, and then just nothing on it.
Now the Rays pick up their first hit, an infield hit. Hard to make contact on a pitch down there and get that kind of roll on it.
Oh, that was a ball. I mean, way down below the zone, right out of the hand of Beckett. Brignac just sticks the bat out there and picks up a hit.
Johnny Damon. Pitch to Damon as a strike. Johnny on base last night with a double. So he's extended that streak to 39 consecutive games, reaching safely. Pitch is high, 1-1. And the one double away from 500 two-base hits in his career. That would put him in that truly exclusive group. Pitch wide, 2-1. Only 10 players have 500 doubles, 100 triples, 200 homers, and 2,500 hits. And Damon is one double away from joining that group. They're all Hall of Famers. Now they throw it away. Grignac on his way to second. He'll turn, but hang on. Gonzalez retrieved the errant throw. The Rays get a man down to second on the error charge to Beckett.
Well, first the cue shot, and then the missed throw by Beckett. Just trying to catch him napping. He throws that ball right into the ground. Adrian Gonzalez, a really good glove man, not able to come up with it.
The count 2-1 to Damon. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Taking a little bit of off that pitch right there. See Johnny Damon just a little bit out in front. I mean, you could throw a pitch like that in a hitter's count.
I'll tell you, he can throw that changeup in the upper 80s.
Yeah.
And maybe hit 90 with it as well. Fastball away. The count is full.
Usually don't see a guy with a changeup. Very little difference between the fastball as far as velocity goes. 93, 94 on the heater, 88, 89, 90 on the changeup. That is not a whole lot. You did see it had that good down action.
Yeah, that'll get you just a tad out in front and chasing a pitch, breaking down and away from it. And that is strike 3. That's a well-placed fastball right there. Strikeout number 3 for Beckett. Both strikeouts in the inning. Called third strikes. We're scoreless as we head into the 4th. For tonight's trivia question presented by AT&T. What team did Carl Crawford get his first major league hit against? Earl Crawford back here at the Trop in a Red Sox uniform now, and he's the subject of our trivia question tonight.
Well, this is where it gets interesting for Jeremy Hellickson. So far, so good according to his numbers. First time through the lineup, he holds teams to a 133 average. He gave up the one hit the first time through. Second time through, 278. This is when teams typically make their adjustment to Jeremy Hellickson. In fact, if you go through that second time through the lineup, 5 of the 7 home runs that he's given up had been the second time through. The batting average is almost 150 points more than the first time.
Well, he started Ellsbury with a changeup away and missed, and there's a fastball off the plate wide. 2 balls, no strikes. His pitch count has been good. He started this game by consistently getting ahead of hitters, but now he's behind Jacoby Ellsbury. Another fastball, and he missed with that. You know, Jason makes a visit to the hill. Red Sox got a base hit by Pedroia in the first, and he was doubled up. And there's ball 4. Ellsbury draws the base on balls. Let's check in with Todd again.
Dwayne, our next question on Website Wednesday. By the way, you can log on to foxsportsflorida.com and click on the Rays link for your question and email the booth. James Shields. Barbara and Tyler want to know about Shields not only possibly making the All-Star team, but starting it, giving the Rays back-to-back starters in the Midsummer Classic, gentlemen.
Yeah, well, you take a look at his numbers, and they're certainly very good. 4th best ERA in the league, and he hasn't gotten a lot of run support. Last night, 4. And, I mean, that's a big night for James Shields when his teammate give him as many as 4 runs, the biggest one of the year so far. And there's his line. I'll tell you, so you can make a case for it, certainly, but you know, when you look at some of the seasons some of these other starters are having, you could pick almost any of those guys to be justified. 1-1. You know, Verlander with the Tigers having a good year, great year really. Weaver and the guy pitching tonight, Beckett, and Shields, they're all right there.
Got Felix Hernandez.
Yeah, you can't forget him.
A lot of options out there. Obviously, there's 4 weeks to go before that All-Star game, so it'll be about finishing. He certainly has a shot, but like you said, Dwayne, a lot of other guys do too.
So it would not be a clear cut. Of course, he should start the All-Star game. I mean, let's make the All-Star team first. And he certainly could have a better win-loss record with a little more support. He practically faced an all-star lineup here last night, as hot as the Red Sox have been and hitters they parade. There's Weaver. Weaver technically has a little better ERA if you carry that out another number or two. Weaver a little better than Beckett, so technically Beckett is second. Herrera and then Shields 4th. Ground ball 3rd. Longoria to Zobrist. That's 1, and over to first. That's 2 to erase the leadoff walk. Pedroia grounds into a double play. Ellsbury retired on the front end of the double play.
Boy, pitcher's best friend. Checker's double of the game. You got to love this. The rollover and the turn. Boy, I love when Ben Zobrist hits second base. He is fearless on the double play turn. He stands in there, both him and Sean Rodriguez for that matter, over at second base. Pick up 2 outs on 1 pitch. That's huge.
You know, that's actually turned out to be pretty good defensive situation with both Zobrist and Rodriguez sharing second. It may not be ideal to have two guys share that position. The pitch is down to Adrian Gonzalez, but they've both played well there. The ideal situation, obviously, is to have one shortstop and one second baseman and let them play together all season. 2-0, but Joe Madden figures out a way to have his team be as versatile as it can be. It gives him such flexibility, and it's another way of adding depth to your club beyond just 25-man roster. The Rays, because of their versatility, really play as if they have more men than just 25.
It's almost an entirely new way of building a team.
Yeah.
You know, an entirely new concept. The way that
we've seen other teams start to move in that direction as well.
Someone had to do it first.
2-1 pitch clubbed into right field, and there just at the track to catch it is Matt Joyce. That takes care of Boston. We go to the home half of the fourth. No score. And the Red Sox. Let's get the answer to our trivia question presented by AT&T. What team did Carl Crawford get that first major league hit against? It was on the road, and it was against the Toronto Blue Jays. Here's a flashback to the 20th of July in 2002. Carl Crawford facing Brian Sally Bowles. Comes up with his first career hit. Pitch to Ben Zobrist. Too low, and the bottom of the fourth inning is underway.
You know how I love nicknames.
Yes. It's just for you.
Pretty snappy.
Joel Gray's favorite player. High fly ball. Ellsbury in center field is there, and he makes the catch. One out. Well, the Rays have that one infield hit by Bredyak. He got the second on the error. And the Red Sox have one hit. The base hit by Pedroia back in the first. Texas has a 4-3 lead on the Yankees. Game's in the bottom of the fourth inning in New York. Joyce, a high pop up right side. Gonzalez, that ball's going to stay fair, and Adrian Gonzalez grabs it. So 2 quick outs in the fourth. be Evan Longoria now. 3 strikeouts for Beckett tonight. 2 were called third strikes. And we mentioned at the outset he's been a better swing and miss pitcher this year than at any other time he's been with the Boston Red Sox. Early in his career with the Marlins, he had a little better swing and miss percentage. Pitches high to Longoria. And the last couple years, it had slipped under 20%.
And also moving from the National League with the pitcher hitting to the American League with the DH and into the toughest division in baseball. So you would expect a little bit of erosion in that number, but you're right, he has popped it back up there this year.
Ground ball, shortstop. Lowry whips the throw to first, and Longoria's out of there. A quick 1, 2, 3, 4. On to the 5th we go. No score. Ahead at the upcoming Rays schedule, brought to you by Just for Man Hair Color. It'll be David Price making the start tomorrow for the Rays here, and then the Marlins are in for the weekend. Just as we look forward to the upcoming Rays schedule, you can live forward with Just for Man Hair Color. Jeremy Hellickson has faced the minimum number of hitters. He's given up a hit and a walk and has thrown 2 double play balls. The Rays have turned 5 double plays in the first 13 innings of this series. Kevin Youkilis takes a strike. Youkilis grounded into 2 double plays last night. One started by the shortstop and the other one started by the third baseman. Well, let's take a look at this. We're going to see a lot of the Red Sox and the Yankees from here on out.
It will be a challenge.
Swing and a miss. Youkilis chased that pitch. First strikeout for Hellickson.
3 straight changeups, all away. One better than the next. This one perfect on the corner but below the zone. How about that? Get him reaching. Quick out. Who's going to blink first? 2 pitchers just dealing tonight.
David Ortiz. Fastball away from him. The ball, no strikes. Rays with the shift on. Two and 0. 1-2-3. The 2-0 changeup missed, says Rob Drake. He swings 3-0, pops it up. Foul ball. Hellickson's over there, and he's going to make the catch. How about that? Hellickson with the shift on and alertly went over there. That's a difficult play for Longoria and a difficult play for Jaso. And Hellickson just took charge.
Yeah, I love that. Hey, that's the pitcher's out right there. No third baseman after that first pitch. Longoria, you see where he's at. Jaso does get there, but Jeremy Hellickson is intent on catching that. That's great.
And I'll tell you, watch Hellickson from the beginning. He knows exactly what he's doing. He takes a look at Jaso and it pushes him out of the way. I'm catching this ball. Here's Crawford fouling one back.
You just need to call, talk to Jeremy, sit him down, say, hey, listen, I understand you want to go for that pop up, make that catch. We call people off in this league. We don't shove them off. That's how badly he wanted to get it. He had the better angle.
Yes, he did. And there was some awareness there with the shift on, and that's a difficult play for a catcher to make. Chopped by the mound by Crawford out to second, and the throw to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. No score.
At the bottom of the fifth inning, experience a Rays game from the all-inclusive Whitney Bank Club, offering extraordinary seating and luxurious lounge and dining areas. The Whitney Bank Club features an upscale full menu buffet and inclusive drink options. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or go to raysbaseball.com to purchase tickets or for more information. Sounds very important.
It's a great place to be.
I've heard. From you.
Here's Casey Kochman. Hey, he jumps on this one down the right field line, but that ball is foul. Hooks out of play. Casey hit a fly ball to left his first time, but making contact on the first pitch. That's what he does. He puts the bat on the ball.
And what else you like about Casey Kochman? He's not afraid to hit with 2 strikes.
Oh, he's very good in that situation.
Going to battle you all the way through.
We have a 2-strike count now.
Well, you've got a very good 2-strike hitter against a pitcher who, coming into this ball game, 2 strikes, batting average against 134. Strength against strength.
What will happen next? Pitch is fouled out of play, and that's not unusual with Kochman up there.
Both first basemen.
How about that? After an 0-2 count, Kochman, 367. And Euclid's 353.
Although that Euclid took a hit in his last at bat with an 0-2 strikeout.
Missed the changeup, struck out. Ground ball headed to short. Lowry makes the throw. One away here in the fifth, and let's check in with Todd Callis.
We are getting a lot of questions tonight on Website Wednesday. It is Ask the Announcer. Our next question comes from Mike, and Mike wants to know from Brian Anderson whether he was ever asked or told by a teammate or manager to hit an opposing batter.
I have no idea what you may or may not be implying with that question. No, yeah, it happened one time. We were actually playing the Detroit Tigers, and they had come in. I was playing for the Angels. It might have been my rookie year. But anyway, they came in for a weekend series and had really hammered us the first two games, just really put it to us. So I'm pitching, it was either the third or fourth game of the series, but it was a Sunday afternoon game, and we had a nice lead in the fifth or sixth inning. We were up like 6-2 or 5-2, and Chad Curtis hit a home run. And the next guy, David Wells, drilled him. And, of course, our dugout went crazy. Like, wait a minute, you guys come in here into our building, smack us around for 2 or 3 days, and then we're winning the last game, and you're going to plunk somebody because you gave up a home run. And so it was suggested highly that, you know, I pick out one of Travis Fryman's ribs the following inning and hit him. And he wasn't up. He was the third hitter up.
Yeah.
So and they said, you're hitting him. You're hitting him. So I'm thinking, well, regardless, I'm hitting him. So I got the first out. I remember Tony Phillips came up to bat. And I wasn't even thinking about him. I was thinking about Travis Fryman on deck, and I threw him one right down the middle, and he almost killed our third baseman with a line drive, absolute rocket to third base. And then, you know, Travis Fryman came up, and it's funny. You just adjust your sights. You're looking at the catcher home plate. You move it over a little bit, and you let it fly, keep it below the shoulders, let it do its thing. And Travis Fryman knew it was coming. He flipped the bat down, took his base, and then rumor has it, from what I had heard, is he took umbrage with David Wells up in the clubhouse after that. I don't know if it was after that inning or after the game, because that was the whole reason he got hit, and he knew it. So that was my only experience of you know, being told, this is the guy.
Yep.
Get it done.
Did you ever do it on your own?
Oh yeah. Not many times, but yeah, there were times where
you just knew.
You know, just lose command, the ball gets away from you a little bit. That's why I love that yesterday. You know, with the Carlos Santana had some antics against the Detroit Tigers, and in the ball game yesterday, first inning, Verlander, he threw an absolute gem.
Upton's out on strikes. That'll be the fourth strikeout.
Let's take a look at this. Attacking B.J. Upton, up and up and away. He wants his ball in and just rides up and away. You know it's going good. He's done that a couple of times tonight. Missed the whole plate with his location and come up with a favorable result. But I love in that game where Justin Verlander, you know, yesterday, after not getting a chance to pitch against the Indians all year, and Carlos Santana, some of the things that he had done to upset the Tigers a little bit. Verlander, first at bat, lets one fly up and into the backstop, misses him, throws the next one in there, ends up clipping him on the elbow, and they asked him after the game, you know, what happened? He's like, God, a couple pitches got away from me, or, you know, pitch got away from me. They're like, twice? Yep. You know, that was on purpose.
1-0 the count. First pitch was the breaking ball, and this fastball that's fouled back by J-So. 1-1. So far, we've had one hitter over the minimum. Ellickson has faced just 15. He's done a couple of double plays in that mix, and the Rays have just one man over the minimum here. J-So batting with 2 outs, and the base is empty in the fifth. Pops it up third base side, and Euclid is there. That ball running in on his hands as he jams him and pops him up. We go to the 6th inning. No score.
through 5, Red Sox and the Rays. Visit your local Lowe's to cast your MLB All-Star ballot and enter to win a trip to the All-Star game, compliments of Scott's.
We're through 5 innings. Hellickson and Beckett in quite a pitcher's duel here. No score. The Red Sox got a first inning single from Pedroia. The Rays got a third inning base hit from Brignac, and that's been it. Jed Lowry leads off. Hellickson did issue a walk to Ellsbury in the 4th, but said that double play working. A couple of those tonight. So here's Lowry. The Red Sox now, they came in here, expect them to score 8 or 9 runs the way they've been swinging the bats, because that's what they've been doing, scoring that many runs a game. Right now in the series, they're 6 of 43, hitting 140.
Well, they've run into James Shields last night, who was excellent. And so far through 5 innings, Jeremy Hellickson might even be a little bit better. Maybe not with the strikeouts, but 1 hit through 5.
Missed inside to Lowry. It's 2-0. Drew next, and then Veritek. Fly ball, short center. B.J. Upton is there. 1 out. Same 2 teams tomorrow night. David Price against Clay Buchholz. And the Florida Marlins come in on Friday night. David will be after his 8th win of the season tomorrow. He is 7-5. Hellickson starting tonight 7-4. Here's J.D. Drew. Misses the first pitch, that change-up, strike 1.
Jeremy Hellickson is so good with that pitch as far as arm speed. He keeps everything exactly the same. The hitter cannot pick up any difference. That's why you see so many swings and misses on that pitch.
And a pop-up foul ball, third base side. Longoria handles that one.
Now, this is just a reminder to look for the Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment later in tonight's game.
High fives all around.
You calling for one, too?
Yeah, hey. Here we go, Jason Veritek. 2 up, 2 down. Fastball is in there for a strike. 2 pitchers with excellent pitch counts. And a strike call.
You couldn't walk 2 fastballs to the plate and put them in a better spot than those last 2. 1 in, 1 away. That's perfect.
A 2-strike pitch to Jason Veritek. And he strikes him out. 3 fastballs. 1, 2, 3. Go the Boston Red Sox. Rays coming in to hit, bottom of the 6th. No score. pitching. Josh Beckett coming in. He has been very good. 4 strikeouts. He's given up 1 hit. That's it. Jeremy Hellickson. No runs, a couple of strikeouts. He's given up 1 hit, 1 walk, and has thrown a couple of double play balls, and he's even catching pop-ups. That foul pop off the bat. David Ortiz came on a 3-0 pitch. You're going to make sure you catch that pop foul with Ortiz swinging 3-0.
No second chances.
Luciano leading off. Chases that pitch. Boy, that, you talk about a ball just moving right away from him. Cutting to the outer part of the plate and beyond, and away from the swing of Ruggiano.
And that's that cut fastball that Josh Beckett will throw. Throw it to the right. He's obviously right there. It's also the same pitch he struck out Matt Joyce earlier in the game. One that was down and in. Nasty.
1-1 to Ruggiano. Fouls it. Got a curveball there. 1-2. Well, Beckett last year was 6-6 with a .578 earned run average. He had a great deal of back problems. This breaking ball is outside and low. 2-2. Ruggiano here in the 6th for the Rays with a 2-2 count. Created time by Rob Drake. And a broken bat ground ball to short. Grabbed by Lowry. 1 away here in the 6th inning. But Toyota inside look here on Josh Beckett. How about those years? Even and odd.
Well, he's picking the right year. Like he just absolutely everything. Empties the gas tank in the odd-numbered years, has the great year, and then spends the even-numbered years trying to get it right, recovered and filled back up.
Well, there's Reed Brignac. No chance on that one. Strike 1.
A similar pitch to what Reed got the hit on. Change-up way down in the zone.
That's a change-up. That's a hard change-up.
It is. In fact, it's almost just a BP fastball.
And a fly ball broke his bat, and the ball is caught in the shallow center by Ellsbury. 2 gone. Well, that's 9 in a row retired by Beckett. He retired the first 8. Brignac got that base hit. Now 9 men have been retired. And here is Johnny Damon.
Seems to be a Johnny Damon moment right here.
Absolutely.
Maybe a long ball moment.
Damon with a couple of career home runs off Beckett. The pitch is down. And you see he's climbing the all-time hit list. He's right now chasing Jimmy Fox. Not the first time Damon's chased a Fox. He's 3 short of the great slugger Jimmy Fox. Two and 0 the count to Damon. There on the run, makes the catch, and it's another 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 7th, no score. Subway. Eat fresh. My Buddy's Home Furnishings with lease purchase programs are up to 6 months, same as cash on furniture, TVs, appliances, and more. And by your local Southern Ford dealers. Rays on this homestand, game 2 of the 3-game series against Boston. Florida Marlins are in for 3 over the weekend. And as we go to the 7th tonight in this great pitchers duel, Jacoby Ellsbury leads it off. Jeremy Hellickson's first pitch is inside. Ellsbury had shortened on the bat a little bit, and that brought Longoria in a little more at third base. One ball, no strikes. Ball off the mitt of John Jaso.
Well, you'll see sometimes those leadoff hitters that are very adept at getting the bunt down. You know, sometimes they'll bluff that first pitch just to draw the third baseman in and then try to smack one by him.
Yeah, and with that in mind, the Red Sox have exactly one bunt base hit this entire year.
And so with Ellsbury's speed, obviously he's a guy who can bunt, but he's a speed threat, so he squares around, of course. I mean, you have to come in, play a little bit closer like you did on that next pitch, and then they'll try to smack it by you.
2-1. Well foul. Deep and well out of play, and the count goes to 2-2. You know who has the bunt single for them?
David Ortiz.
Close. Adrian Gonzalez.
Well, why not? He does everything else.
That's right. Two and two the count to Ellsbury. Up the right field line. That's got some distance on it, and it is a foul ball. So Ellsbury hooks one foul up the right field line.
A little bit to my left.
That was the 70th pitch of the night thrown by Hellickson. fastball outside. Ellsbury gave it a look. Full count to Ellsbury, leading off the inning. That's pulled foul.
Jeremy came with the 3-2 changeup. Oh, a third time through the lineup. Gutsy pitch, and Ellsbury spoils it.
I tell you, you do what Shields did last night and what Hellickson has done tonight to this lineup. You've had an exceptionally good night. 3-2 again. And again, it's fouled up the right side. Another changeup.
Another one.
Ellsbury walked in the fourth on 4 pitches. Fouled out to Longoria in the first. This will be the 9th pitch of this at bat. And a line drive into right. Going to stay up, and Joyce makes the catch. Finally came in with a fastball after a couple 3-2 changeups. And he lines the fastball to Matt Joyce. One gone.
Well, that was a good battle right there between Hellickson and Ellsbury. Ellsbury hitting some balls hard. This one he hits hard, but right at Matt Joyce, and Jeremy Hellickson picks up the out. More importantly, keeps that leadoff man off base.
Hitter is Dustin Pedroia. He starts him. The pitch breaking away out of the strike zone, 1-0.
That was a pitch that we have not seen a whole lot from Jeremy tonight, is the curveball, and he will really sweep it against the right-handed hitter. The pitch just continues to track away from him.
Fly ball into right. Joyce will have to go back on this one. That's carrying, and it's off the wall. Joyce will have to recover and go get the ball. Pedroia is on his way to third, and he'll make it. That's a stand-up triple. Pedroia's first triple of the year. He hit it over Joyce's head and off the right field wall.
Well, Pedroia put a charge into this ball opposite way, and you see Joyce, everything he can, that ball just gets over the glove. And then once it caroms off and Joyce goes down, that had triple written all over it for Pedroia.
So now Adrian Gonzalez is the hitter, and the Rays will walk him intentionally. And Gonzalez, who has such great plate coverage and contact ability, the Rays won't even face him, and they'll put him at first and set up at least another double play possibility.
Well, they got Kevin Youkilis twice last night on double play ground balls, and in his last at bat, Jeremy Hellickson went right after him, changeup, 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 struck him out on 3 pitches. You take either one of those results.
So the intentional walk will set up men at first and third, and 1 out in the 7th. And Kevin Youkilis, who is grounded to second on a ball that was hit up the middle. And Zobrist made the play on it back in the 2nd inning, and he struck him out the last time. So the Rays looking for the double play ball. And Youkilis takes a fastball for a strike. Youkilis saw nothing but changeups in the 5th, and Hellickson starts him with a fastball, and he took it. The 0-1, and a high fly ball back into deep left, all the way to the wall. Ruggiano leaps, and it's gone. Youkilis Hit a fastball out. And now it's 3-0 Boston. Well, Euclid went 0 for 4 last night, hit into 2 double plays, was 0 for 2 tonight. And the second fastball of the at-bat, he hits it out to left.
Well, this pitch is up, and Euclid is able to pull the hands in and get the barrel to it, and Hellickson knows he's in trouble. Doesn't even peek back at it right away. There's a question, was it going to stay in? It was hit awfully high, and it first or second row.
Luciano ran out of room out there and left, and Euclid has just given Boston a 3-run lead. Pitch to David Ortiz as a changeup for a strike.
Now this is the toughest spot for a pitcher. After giving up that home run, 3 runs, you've got to, as quickly as you can, put that out of your mind and continue pitching. Hope for a chance from your offense.
And another strike, another changeup.
The way this game has been moving along, that's a killer.
Another one down, taken this time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Handled by Brignac out of the shift. That takes care of Ortiz. So the shortstop Brignac handles it. 2 outs with the bases empty. And the hitter is Carl Crawford. Crawford's popped out and is grounded out. A base hit into right field. Change up a bit. Crawford jumped on the first pitch and has a single.
Jeremy comes with the changeup here, but he leaves it elevated. Carl just reaches out, pulls that ball out into right field.
Jim Hickey making a visit to the mound. Jed Lowry is going to be the hitter. Lowry has popped to third, hit a fly ball to center in the 6th inning. Crawford 8 of 12 this year in the running department. And the fastball is fouled straight back, strike 1. Time granted here. Lowry in the lineup. He's had some shoulder problems. He had a collision with Crawford in left field and came out of that with a banged up left shoulder. Had some other shoulder issues as well. And in the lineup tonight at shortstop, 1 strike. 26-year-old switch hitting infielder. A couple of years ago he had some wrist issues. Missed some time last year with mononucleosis, so it's having a difficult time for him to stay healthy. Over to first, Crawford back in. Crawford on base for the first time in this series with a 7th inning single. Pitch is low. It's 2-1.
Crawford hasn't been doing a whole lot of running for the Red Sox. Just 8 stolen bases on the year as compared to like Jacoby Ellsbury has 24.
Yeah, Ellsbury leads the league in steals. It's fouled back. 2-2. 27 pitches for Hellickson now in this inning. He's in the mid-60s through the front 6. Balls, 2 strikes, and a throw to first. Crawford back in standing. Rays winners last night, 4-0. On the 3-run home run in the 7th by Euclid, they trail 3-0 right now. The 2-2. Pop back. That's going to be foul. Out of play. Rays have some action in the bullpen. Cesar Ramos loosening. Red Sox have J.D. Drew's left-handed bat on deck. The 2-2 again. He fouls this one down toward the bullpen. That 28 pitch inning.
It's as many as the previous 3 innings.
Started with the triple by Pedroia, the intentional walk to Gonzalez, and then the home run to Euclid. And Ellsbury had that extended at bat before he lined to right. 2-2, and it's skied into center field. E.J. Upton will go back and make the catch to retire the side. But the Red Sox strike first. It comes here in the 7th, a 3-run blast on a Hellickson fastball. Kevin Euclid gives Boston a 3-run lead. Boston with 3 in the top half of the frame. Parents and kids, be sure to check out Reading with the Rays and the insert in the St. Petersburg Times or TBT on June 17th to find out how you can read your way to the ballpark this summer. The Rays have some ground to make up, and that's a tall order against Josh Beckett. He's allowed only 1 hit. Here's Ben Zobrist bouncing 1 foul up the right side. That's a strike. Yankees have tied the Texas Rangers in the bottom of the 5th in New York. That's 4-4. Eduardo Nunez, a home run. Zobrist lines it, but caught by Gonzalez at first. 1 away. And Nunez hits the home run with Jeter on the DL, and Nunez gets to play. And he hits the home run to tie the game so far for New York. Here's Matt Joyce. Rays have had 1 base runner. Pitch is high. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball catches the strike zone, says Rob Drake. Let's see what Foxcrack has to say. Yeah, a little high right there.
Jason Varitek, though, doing a nice job of getting around that pitch, getting on top of it, making it appear as a strike.
And now the fastball is lifted toward left center, and Ellsbury makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
You know, he gets that call on 3-0. That fastball was in the same exact spot.
That's right.
You get it called on you, you go right back for it, but Beckett's fastball's got enough jump on it, he can't get on top of it. See how close. There you go.
Yep, same spot, out of the strike zone. But that called strike on 3-0 forces you to swing at that one. Evan Longoria fouls it back. That's a strike. Oh, base hit back in the 3rd by Brignac. Infield hit to 3rd. That's it to this point. And a strike on the inner part of the plate, says Drake. ball, 2 strikes. Josh Beckett, 41 years old, on the hill tonight and pitching as well as he has pitched in the last couple of years this season. This one is fouled back. He's gotten healthy again and has been very, very good for the Red Sox. Earned run average coming in at 2.06. This is his 14th start. The opposition hitting only 188 against him all year. And that's a strike call. Longoria thought the pitch might be low. He's caught looking. We're at the end of 7. It's a 3-0 ball game, Boston.
On this website Wednesday, more questions for the booth, and it's kind of one person but two different offshoot questions. Justin Ruggiano playing so well. Mark and Tammy want to know how that might affect Desmond Jennings getting called up. And then Robert, Jim, Susan, Janet, Vince, Annie, Sandy, they all want to know whether we'll see any more of Sam Fuld. They haven't seen much of the legend of Sam Fuld lately. Guys, back to you.
Well, there's Sam Fuld. You're going to look at him right there. And, of course, Desmond Jennings having a good year at Durham. Justin Ruggiano has stepped in here and getting a chance. I think most of us aware that the Rays at one point had dropped him off the 40-man roster, which means that they had to run the chance of losing him to get him back down to Durham. Here's Cesar Ramos, the new pitcher for the Rays. A quick look at his numbers, making his 32nd appearance, 0-1 with a 343. And he's facing J.D. Drew, 1-0. So you have Ruggiano, who's trying to make the very best of this opportunity. He's 29 years old and a guy who spent a lot of time in the minor leagues the last few years at Durham. He's accumulated over 2,000 at-bats in the minor leagues in the Rays system over the last 4 years plus. 2-1 the count. And so when he gets a chance to play in the big leagues and is productive, he's trying to continue that. So he could force the issue with production that remains what it's been for him. Fly ball into left for Ruggiano. Takes care of that. Of course, the other side of that, Desmond Jennings, he's been between 270 and 300 for most of the year down there, and he's drawn his walks, he's stolen some bases, 9 home runs, he's done that, he's played good defense. And you know, if you had an outfielder who stopped hitting here come early next month, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Rays decide to go that way.
You certainly could. I mean, the idea when Ruggiano came up was he was going to fill a role, and that was going to be a guy that wasn't going to play every day. They thought that, you know, outfielder like Desmond Jennings and Brandon Guyer, that they wanted them to play every day, so there was no thought of bringing them. Justin Ruggiano, we need you to fill a role. You'd be a part-time guy, play here and there, maybe get a pinch hit opportunity. And much like we've seen with a couple other players this year, he got an opportunity to go out there a couple games in a row, was productive, and because the Rays are in a constant search for production and for offense, say, hey, if he's going to be productive 2 games in a row, we're going to run him out there for a third. Well, he's done that. Then you look at the last 8 games, multi-hit 6 of the 8.
Yeah.
Hitting the ball extremely well, and that's how
the Rays have been winning some games.
That's it. Become an everyday player all of a sudden. It's just what Sam Vold did early on. I mean, it plugged him out there in left field. The Rays were struggling offensively. He caught fire. Rays all of a sudden turned it around, started winning ball games. He's cooled down, and now Ruggiano's got an opportunity, and he's taking advantage.
Yeah, hitters and pitchers alike, but players in general, the bottom line, they tend to define their own roles, and managers who've been around for a while will tell you that. You know, it's one thing to get an opportunity, but when they talked about, well, my role's not really defined, well, sooner or later with a little opportunity, you'll get a chance to define your own role. Upstairs, fastball, and the count is full to Varitek. It's just good to know that the Rays will have that option. Of course, you know, that Super 2 status of Desmond Jennings somehow has to factor into that. You know, that the front office has to consider that, but they also have to consider development and whether they're ready. As Andrew Friedman said, ball 4. Friedman a couple of weeks ago was with us, and he said when they come up here, they want to make sure that they're ready to play at the major league level, and that's a primary consideration for having Geyer or Jennings come up here. But you could see a scenario. I think Damon has been so good in the leadoff spot. You could see Jennings come up, and the number 9 spot might be good for him as sort of that second leadoff guy. But we'll see how that works out. But I think by early July, that might get some serious consideration if they see some production fall off elsewhere. A ball, no strikes, the count to Ellsbury. Hickey's going to head to the mound. 1 on, 1 out. Ellsbury ahead in the count. Adam Russell up in the Rays bullpen right now. After that walk to Varitek, you'd hate to see Ellsbury reach, with the implication that it would push a man into scoring position and what's already a 3-run deficit, and Beckett has been spot on tonight. The pitch is a strike. It's 2-1. Foul ball right off his foot. That squares the count. Yankees have a 6-4 lead on Texas. Texas hitting in the top of the 6th inning. Blue Jays have a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th at home over Baltimore. Well, that just doesn't do a knee any good at all.
No, the back knee. You see how that ball got way in on Ellsbury, hit it off his left knee.
He says he's all right. time a knee impacted his career is when Adrian Beltre hit him in the chest with his knee in April of last year and wound up cracking a rib. Ellsbury breaks his bat, rolls it to first. Kochman goes to second out there. So they get the lead man, and Ellsbury's aboard on a fielder's choice. Varitek cut down, Kochman to Brignac. 2 outs. Now the right-handed bat of Dustin Pedroia is due, and Joe Madden comes out of the dugout to make the pitching change. We'll be back right after this.
By the authority of the Tampa Bay Rays and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Rays down 3-0 here in the 8th inning. And a look at our Ottaway text poll. Who's the best first baseman in baseball right now? Starting with Prince Fielder, Albert Pujols, Adrian Gonzalez, Mark Teixeira, Miguel Cabrera. Text your vote to 789-789. Standard message rates apply. Adam Russell takes the mound for the Rays, and the first pitch to Pedroia is high, a ball and no strikes. Russell on for the 27th time. He's inherited a base runner, Ellsbury at first. There's a strike, 1-1. We see Adrian Gonzalez in this series, of course, and a couple of those National League guys in minor league play. Prince Fielder, Rays will be headed to Milwaukee, and later on the Cardinals will be coming here. Pujols, there goes the runner. The pitch is low, and the throw in time. They got it. Ellsbury cut down trying to steal. Brignac put the tag on him. Ellsbury caught for the 9th time this year. Ball game heads into the bottom of the 8th. It's still 3-0 Boston.
Race's 3-0 deficit. Start your weekend at Friday Fest, presented by Captain Morgan on Friday, June the 17th, when the Rays battle their intrastate rival, the Florida Marlins. First 10,000 fans receive a Johnny Damon collectible T-shirt presented by the St. Petersburg Times.
Well, there's Casey Kochman leading off the bottom of the 8th and lifts a popper left side. That's Lowry out from shortstop. One away. Well, the Marlins have been struggling mightily lately, but they have a 4-2 lead tonight. In Philadelphia, the Phillies batting in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hanley Ramirez was activated. That came yesterday for the first game of that series when the Phillies beat the Marlins 9-1. And Ramirez went 0 for 4. Emilio Bonifacio went 2 for 4, though. There's a high pop foul, and that's going to be out of play. And tonight they're up 4-2. BJ is lined to center and is struck out swinging. Popper, short right. Drew is there, and he makes the catch. That's 15 in a row retired by Beckett. He retired the first 8, gave up the infield hit to Brignac, and since then, zip, nada, nothing.
He's made it look easy, too. Just keeps moving the ball around. That was a cutter down and away to Upton. You get the swing where he's feeling for it. Ran one in on Kochman. He's had a great mix of pitches, command of all of them. You know, the Rays hitters, too, recognizing that Josh Beckett is pounding the strike zone. They're trying to get aggressive with him. He's just nullifying that with better pitches.
John Jaso takes a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. Jaso fouled out to third his last time up there. 1-1. Beckett has not walked anybody tonight. Two balls and a strike. 5 strikeouts, no walks, and 1 infield hit. Check swing, foul ball. 2-2. Red Sox starting the night. A game and a half up on New York and 3.5 up on the Rays. Jaso lifts the fly ball to left. Crawford's there for this one. 1, 2, 3. 16 straight. We're through 8. 3-0 Boston. Tampa Bay area Buick GMC dealers. By Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology. When cancer strikes, strike back with CyberKnife and Tampa Bay Radiation Oncology. And by Checkers, feast on. Ball game heads into the ninth inning tonight at Tropicana Field. 3-0. All three Boston runs came on one swing of the bat from Kevin Youkilis. Jeremy Hellickson worked 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, 4 hits on 94 pitches. Here's Pedroia going after the first pitch delivered by Russell. And B.J. Upton goes back to catch it. 1 out. Pedroia was at the plate in the 8th when Ellsbury was caught trying to steal. So Russell got credit for a third of an inning in that one, and now retires Pedroia here in the 9th inning. Adrian Gonzalez will bat. Gonzalez shoots it the other way, foul up the left field line. The infield has the shift on, and you see Gonzalez leading the American League in hitting and runs batted in and hits and extra base hits, doubles, multi-hit games, and hitting .377 against right-handed pitching.
Well, every time you see this guy hit, he looks like he's got a plan at the plate, a good approach, knows exactly what he wants to do.
Shoots this one back into center. Upton makes the catch.
And even his outs, like right there, and his outs look good. He just has such a pretty swing, but he makes good, solid contact almost every time he comes to the plate.
Let's take a look at that hitting stroke of Adrian Gonzalez.
Good load right there, and then quick to the ball. You see that little bit of up finish.
Euclid misses a fastball, strike 1. Yeah, there's nothing but class about Adrian Gonzalez and his approach. It's very sound. Line drive to short, caught by Brignac. 1-2-3, go the Red Sox. Difference in the game so far, a 3-run 7th, 3-0 Boston. It has been Josh Beckett all night with 84 pitches. He's limited the Rays to just this one hit, the infield hit by Reed Brignac. Meanwhile, he's faced only one over the minimum. He's retired the last 16 men he has faced, and to this point has thrown a one-hit shutout. Justin Ruziano leads it off against him. Comes out swinging and fouls the pitch away. Strike one. Now the Rays with just one hit tonight. The Rays were one hit twice last year and no hit twice. There's a strike, 0-2. Brandon Morrow threw that one hitter against the Rays on August the 8th in Toronto last year when Longoria broke it up after 8 2/3. Morrow had 17 strikeouts. Pitches outside. The other one hitter last year was against Boston on the 25th of May. Lester, Del Carmen, Bard, and Papelbon one hit the Rays, a combination 2-0 shutout. It's been all Beckett tonight. And Ruggiano is out on strikes. The high fastball.
He just continues to work over the Rays hitters. Ruggiano saw a little bit of everything there, all over the strike zone, and then right here with the fastball up above the zone that looks so good to a hitter. It's close to his eyes. It's out over the plate. He thinks he can get to it, and you see how he tried to get on top of it. You're just not able to when you got the kind of velocity that Beckett has.
Beckett 2 outs away from his 5th career shutout. 1 ball, no strikes. His last complete game was a 5-inning rain-shortened contest, and that was in September of 2009. High foul, that's out of play. Crawford over there, but no chance, and the count is 1-1. Beckett had the 5-inning rain-shortened complete game against the Rays in a 9-1 fight on September 12th of 2009. Just reaching 90 pitches. Beckett has never thrown a no-hitter, has never thrown a one-hitter, and has never thrown a two-hitter. He has a one-hitter going tonight. And the only hit, that little squib base hit, the infield hit in the 3rd by Brignac. Ground ball, right side. Gonzalez with a toss to Beckett. Brignac is out, number 2. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, Brignac just trying to put that ball in play. Took almost a half swing.
How about this? In this game, we've had a grand total of 1 runner left on base. Red Sox have left no one, and the Rays left Brignac in the 3rd. And now Johnny Damon, who's 0 for 3. Damon has grounded out, struck out, and hit the fly ball to right field in the 6th. He's reached 39 consecutive games. Not tonight. And the first pitch is inside, 1-0. Beckett threw a 3-hit complete game shutout versus Kansas City in July of 2009. 2 balls, no strikes. He has 2 shutouts as a member of the Red Sox and 2 as a member of the Florida Marlins. But of course he does have 3 postseason shutouts. 2 for the Marlins in 2003 and shutout for the Red Sox in 2007. 2-1 to Damon, who's trying to reach base and keep that streak alive. pitch is foul, out of play. And he did throw a 2-hitter in the postseason against the Cubs. That was in 03. The best he's done in the regular season is that 3-hit shutout against Kansas City, and tonight a 1-hitter, 2 outs into the 9th inning against the Rays. 2-2 the count to Johnny Damon, and a ground ball to second. Pedroia's throw to first, and it's all over. 3 up, 3 down go the Rays in the 9th inning. Beckett retires the last 19 men he faced. He faces just 1 man over the minimum, and the Red Sox have beaten the Red Sox have beaten the Rays here tonight 3-0, and so they keep their lead over the New York Yankees at 1.5 games so far. The Yankees still playing, and the Rays running third drop 4.5 back of Boston. 3-0 the final. Boston over the Rays. Series even at 1 game apiece. Game 3 tomorrow night on Sun Sports at 6:30 for Brian Anderson and Todd Cowles. This is Dwayne Stats. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast, if not the outcome. We will see you next on Rays Live, the postgame.